Hey everyone, welcome back to the Preset VIZE channel, and today we've got another remake for you guys, and it's Sam Feldt's new song with Rita Ora called Follow Me. It's a proper good summer vibes, feel good banger, and we're going to go and cover the verses and builds today, and then on Friday we'll be doing the chorus, so make sure you're subscribed and you won't miss that. But without any further ado, let's dive in and see how close we get. So we're going to start this with the piano as it's the main focal point of the song, the chords, and this is how it sounds with, I think it's FL keys, so it's just a basic one to start. And this is the preset if you want to copy it, so I've kind of tweaked a couple of things like velocity, hardness and stuff. We've then got this pluck sound called Score Key, which is in Car Music Volume 3, and this is just adding that kind of classic Sam Feldt sound to the whole song, so it adds a bit of attack as well, and that whole extra harmonic sound from the plucks. We've then got the M1 sound, which is irreplaceable, and I'm using the M1 House Split preset, and this is how it sounds. So that's covering the lower kind of octaves. But then I've layered this up with the Velo piano preset from M1 as well, and this is covering the higher octave. And then finally, I just wanted to add a bit more bass to kind of tie in all of these sounds together. So we've got this pop bass sound from Piano House Vol.1. And then on the processing, to me, it sounded like this was getting really crushed, the piano in the mix, in terms of the compression. It was just getting slammed. So I've really turned up the input here on the MC77, which is a really good compressor, and the attack's on 1. So you get a really aggressive attack on this sound. We're then going through some OTT to bring up a bit of the top end, and then I've got some EQ here, which is kind of softening the mids and a bit of harshness on the treble. And then finally a reverb, which is just kind of putting it in a space. It's not too heavy, it's kind of at like 40-odd%. So it fits it in a space rather than being like a really in-your-face kind of reverb. So this is everything we have so far. Next up, we've got these Main Stage Volume 1 cinematic drum loop sound, which I've just cut into shape, and I just wanted to use them as impact, essentially. We've then got this pad sound, which is playing like a held single note throughout the whole verse, and the preset is called Touch. It's from Main Stage Volume 1, and this is the note being held as an F sharp. It sounds like this. So the sound itself has got like a lot of movement already without needing to do too much to it. We've then got the introduction of some claps, and for these I've gone into Synth Pop Volume 1, just because this had really organic kind of sounding claps. And I've taken two variations here so you get slightly different claps on every odd hit. And then we've got this one here as well. And then this one here, which again is more of a drum machine clap. And with all of these pre-shifted at different times, you get a nice singular sort of clap. So now in the build part here, you might have noticed there's like a pluck lead which is playing amongst all of the chords and stuff. So for this sound, I've got this E-piano synth, which is from Car Music Volume 3, and on here all I've changed is the distortion downsample rate. I think I've just kind of changed the drive amount, and I've massively increased the reverb, so it's a really atmospheric sound. And then to go with that in the builds, we've got some snares, of course, and these ones are just being painted in on the pattern just because it's a bit quicker. So for this sound, I'm using a Car Music Volume 4 snare number 2. So as you can hear right now, it's currently being a bit muffled by this Mod X envelope here, and this is essentially just opening up a filter on the sound. So the next part of this snare build is the channel pitch automation here, so it's just climbing up an octave and then drops back down. We've then got this sweep from Car Music Volume 3, which is just acting as like a resonant noise kind of sweep. And then this one from Car Music Volume 4. And then this takes us nicely into the pre-fill or pre-drop section, where we've got a sub-drop, which I've just trimmed really short here so it doesn't go into the drop itself. And then we've got Fish in the Lake Volume 3 crash as well. So that marks everything for the verses and the builds in this song. So we're going to go and take a listen back to everything for the first time now all together, and see how close we kind of got with this one. Let me know what you think of this one. Smash the like button if you enjoyed it. Hit subscribe as well so you don't miss the next part. Here we go, this is what we did.